folks, Tim Boys with OutdoorProductReview.com here. Lately we've been doing a do-it-yourself section on the website. We've had how to tie in a string loop and how to set up a QAD Ultra Rest. And going with that theme, today we're going to be talking about Last Chance Archery's Easy Green bow press. It's a great product. It's their consumer version of their bow press as far as their easy press is concerned. There's a few minor differences. One thing is the body is green instead of being beige, and we'll get a better look at everything here in a bit. I've got my my bow in here for a moment, and instead of having the crank wheel, it's got a crank handle on it for compressing the bow. One of the things that we like best about this particular press, Jason and I, is the way that it compresses the limbs. A lot of other presses actually compress the limbs in these lower sections. As you can tell by looking at your bow, it's designed to compress from the outer edge of the limbs and then in through the rest of the limb. With the easy press setups, they have it so that these fingers actually catch on the end of your limbs where your cams mount, and it squeezes the limbs from there. And it doesn't put any undue pressure on your limbs, which can cause fatigue and possible breakage. But it's a great press. I've actually used it. I changed out some mods on my Bowtech here. I went from the smooth mods to the speed mods, and it was easy to be able to compress the limbs with this. Another reason that somebody may need to compress limbs is tying in center servings. You don't want to force your string separator into the string and damage your string if you're installing a peep sight. There's a lot of different reasons for being able to wanting to be able to compress your limbs. And string changes. So, it's reasonably priced. It's a great product. It definitely gets 2 thumbs up from Jason and I. So it's really easy to get your bow in and out of. You just crank it open to get clearance to be able to get your bow seated in here, and then go from there. Hang this back up. So Last Chance says that there's only a couple of modern compound bows that you need to buy these support fingers for. But as you can see, it does a great job of compressing a variety of bows. Here's my old 1996 PSC Nova. Matter of fact, I used the press to compress the limbs to take the string off so that it doesn't just sit there with tension on it and going bad that way. So here's your crank handle. We'll do some more close-up shots of the press so that you can see what all's there. So as mentioned, here's the crank handle as opposed to the crank wheel that they have on their commercial presses. One of the other big differences between this press and their commercial presses is that this press is not set up to go on any kind of stand. It is strictly a bench mount press. I don't know if they have any plans in the future of changing that or not. As you can see, I have it bolted to my workbench here in the shop. It does take up a significant amount of room on the bench when the press arm is extended, but again, it's really not that bad. And then, like I said again, it's a great press, and it's definitely worth the effort of dealing with that extra bit of room being consumed. Well, that's it, folks. That's the Last Chance Archery Easy Green Bow Press. I'm Tim Boys with OutdoorProductReview.com. Aim true and shoot straight, and hope to see you in the field.